The family of Charles Mwenda, who was allegedly mishandled by police on his way to bury his wife after a journey from Malindi, has vowed to sue the state for being treated badly and denied opportunity to accord the deceased a decent burial. The suit will be filed at the Meru Law Courts through the lawyer Vivian Wambulwa in an incident that has elicited fury over the neglect that the victim faced. Charles has since been placed under quarantine. We now want to speak to a Meru region reporter via way of phone for more on this developing story. George Maringa, thank you so much for making time. And now it is a sad state of affairs, especially when one is denied the rights to, lay their loved one to rest. What exactly is the police report on this particular incident?
It is indeed very sad, a sad situation for one Charles Mwenda, who allegedly faced all that police brutality, as he is calling it. And in the era of the COVID-19 pandemic, the government, of course, announced that burials and the way of life would change. But, however, this has raised concern over to what extent these changes in burials and conducting send-offs for loved ones would go. Because, according to the police, we are still waiting for the county commissioner, Alan Machari, to issue a statement, hopefully today, because last we spoke to him, he said that they are investigating the matter to just find out the root cause of everything, to just find out what exactly happened. Because according to the police, the Charles Mwenda was facilitated transport from Keria, that is at the Meru Tarakaniti border, up to Tigania West, where he was supposed to, lay his wife to rest. However, that has, elicited a mixed reactions, because people have, there are two varied questions that are coming in, because the permit that came from Malindi, signed by Simon Muli, the sub-county police commander, provided clearance for 33 persons to travel to lay the late Faith Mwenda to rest here in Meru County. However, they were stopped almost 40 kilometers to their destination after traversing over 10 counties. That is the first question, because why would 33 people be allowed, considering it's a maximum of 15 people who are allowed to be at the burial place? The second question is, after they got to the Keria, the Keria border, Meru and Tarakaniti border, why were 15 people not allowed to come in? Why was only Charles Mwenda, the widower, just allowed to come on his own? Because he says that not even his two children or his mother were allowed to proceed. They were all turned back. So those are the two varying questions, and we are, of course, seeking to find out more answers, of course, from the police and the county commissioner of what led to these actions. But many have, alluded as to why 15 people couldn't just be let in. And we understand, furthermore, in addition to the lawsuit, as they are pursuing to sue the state, Charles Mwenda is also seeking to have his two children brought home, so that they can have a moment to just, in as much as the burial already happened, to just have a moment to mourn their late mom. Because the other question is that the late Faith Mwenda didn't succumb to COVID-19. She succumbed to cancer, and so this was not an issue that required much of handling the deceased bodies, as to the regulations provided by the COVID-19. The reasons, or the reasons for the turn back, as were given by the county commissioner Alan Machari, is that the 33 persons did not observe social distancing in the church bus that had been approved to travel all the way from Malindi to here. But also questions have still lingered, as I've mentioned, as to why 15 people couldn't be allowed, including the two children and Charles's mom. So that is a story we're following up on. Remember, of course, you have 3 cases so far confirmed of COVID-19 in Meru, and this, of course, raises questions as to what extent the county government, the national government, wants to go to try and, of course, avert or prevent the further spread of COVID-19, not only from here, but also from other counties to come and infect him. in this region. So these are questions, of course, we will be seeking to find out the answers. And, of course, from Charles Mwenda, who has since been placed on quarantine, probably we'll also be speaking to the lawyer more on this matter. Jesse.
All right, many thanks, George Maringa. More updates to follow once they happen.